of the 2022 season, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Titans and the Giants on EA Sports.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come in off a loss last time out, but still in the midst of a great season, winners of 8 of their last 10. Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
Is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Tennessee offense, and you see Ryan Tannehill leading them out.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game, yeah.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dexter Lawrence. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now it's Tannehill. Under pressure, they got him again. That winds up pushing it back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring it through. Boy, how about this to start a ball game? That's twice in a row now, Charles, that they get to it.
And how often do we talk about offenses that operate off of a script to begin games? Feels like this defense had their script together on this one. And their script said put the quarterback down and do it fast.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense. And he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He completes it to Julio Jones. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. And the defense will spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12. Here's Tannehill. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Back deep is Philip Dorsett. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'4 quarterback.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 62 yards.
Yeah, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does, and they want to make sure they get him there.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Back to throw is Archer on 1st and 10. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So pass interference to call. That's going to set him up with a 1st down.
And if it's a bang-bang play, maybe the flag stays in the official's pocket, but instead, he definitely impeded the receiver's right to catch the football. The official's letting the players know how the...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Archer. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Harold Landry able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Titan football. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Tannehill's throw here into the hands of Jones. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who was so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. Derrick Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 14 carries, 66 yards, and a touchdown.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do. So what he's doing now is lobbying the offensive coordinator all week long. Hey, how about a few more?
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to get it back here just past the 35. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Well, now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Phillip Dorsett, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. 51 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. We're scoreless after 1. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way. That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans 36.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a pass, and it's complete to QT. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans, taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 30, 10, and they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. They give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try to loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Barkley with a carry on 1st down, and he'll get about 4. So 2nd and 6 forthcoming.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Giants on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Footing always a concern, but the extra points up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Over the middle here to Rudolph. And he will have a Titans first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A first down carry for Henry. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left in no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. 3rd and 2, Tannehill. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he will have a Titans first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Complete to Wright. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Throwing again is Tannehill. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Tannehill. He completes it to Jones. And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Here's Tannehill. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told, and it ends with a Tennessee score. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Archer. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And it's 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just... And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Archer into the secondary past the 40. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
What's up, man?
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
They're going to try and throw. And Ingram holds it in. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Off play action. Archer rolling to his right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Archer. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Now Archer, a final shot before break, eluding the pressure right. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. We'll get started up at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. And they've gone to the half with a score 20-14. Joe Burrow, a touchdown pass in that first half. From there, we head down to sunny Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And they have the lead over the visiting New York Jets. 2 touchdown passes there for Tua Tagovailoa. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And they currently trail the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. It's Jalen Hurts with a couple of touchdown passes. Continuing on, here's a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Titans. And it was a tricky half to figure out numbers-wise. They've got the lead, but you'd figure they're definitely talking about ways to get this passing game back on track. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there. Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be, but halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go to Barkley again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 87 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them. We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance, but in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And he'll find QT on the right side complete. Touchdown, Giants! Keke QT, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And now, as with every potential turnover, just to make sure. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So that challenge, a successful one. Flushed out right. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Azeez Ojulari in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Tannehill. Caught by Jones. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 121 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Henry. A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. Azeez Ojulari there on the tackle. On 2nd down, here's Henry. Fights through him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Let's go.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Returnable for Dorsett. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. He is knocking on the door for 100 yards in this ball game.
And it's so important. It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal. Just short of it, a little bit over. A little bit over feels better to everyone. Offensive line, running back, team totals, just something magical about breaking that barrier.
And he's right there on the doorstep now. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans 37.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard, stop short of the 35.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. MetLife Stadium. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Barkley, and he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Barkley, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Back to throw. Archer. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Take it in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Now it's Tannehill. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Azeez Ojulari in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Elijah Molden. And the Titans are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there? Well,
understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they...
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to... So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. To throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill got a man. It's Brown. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again to Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Running from the gun with Henry. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will push the lead up to 5. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only one score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They go play action here on 1st down. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Archer to throw on 2nd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Powering his way forward. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Archer now from the gun on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. A short throw to Ingram, and he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw, got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
On 1st down, Barkley. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Broken tackle, but he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he's across for the touchdown. And it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive. And they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a...
Now on the return. Oh, no. The ball is loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there. Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though. A few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the 4th quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
So for the Giants, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll have another home date next week as the Indianapolis Colts come to town. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville.